I'm Alachua County Manager Betty Baker. Welcome to Take 5. Take 5 highlights the people, events, programs, and services that make Alachua County such a cool place. A place where nature, culture, and innovation meet. So take a look, take a break, Take 5.
When you throw something into the trash, do you ever think about where it's going to end up or what it could have been? The UF Homecoming Parade became an outlet to show just how easy it is to reuse and repurpose some of those items when local artists and community volunteers built a float for the parade made almost entirely from recycled materials.
We are working with artists Raymond, Rawls, and Lorraine Duerden. They built an amazing float out of repurposed goods last year, and we saw it, and then a few months later, a friend of ours, Floyd, who's the Zero Waste Coordinator for UF, put us in touch with them, and we started talking with them and discussing the possibility of maybe doing another float built all out of reused and repurposed materials. And so that's what we have here today. They've actually created this awesome float out of mostly garbage.
The floats are built from recycled material or reclaimed or salvaged material. The bikes are salvage bikes, are donated bikes. The frames are all salvaged lumber and wood, and the actual shape and detail is all recycled or, well, salvaged cardboard and paper from the Gainesville Sun, all the end of the rolls that they can't use. So we basically diverted all of that material from the landfill and were able to put together the floats with that.
We decided we would make a gator, and the problem with that is a gator's a long, low animal. And so it took some figuring out to figure out how you would get something that long to still hold together and ride. It's a fun mechanical challenge.
The building of the Bike Gator, as it was named, was a real team effort.
We started working on this project a few months ago, and we've sort of been reaching out to different groups that have similar interests and trying to bring them together. A parade is a community event, and we really do want the community to be involved in this.
Along with area artists, representatives from UF's Office of Sustainability, the Alachua County Office of Sustainability, Alachua County Waste Alternatives, and the City of Gainesville all participated in the project, fusing school spirit with art and environmental awareness.
The Gator is cool to me for two reasons. One, it's all about a bicycle and bicycle parts, and it's an actual kinetic art piece. And number two, it's made out of probably 95% or greater reuse material or repurposed.
The main purpose of this float is showing people that waste can be reused and repurposed. And the floats are both built onto bike frames, so they're carbon neutral. They're not producing any sort of pollutants at all.
Many items like the ones used in the Bike Gator float end up at the Alachua County transfer station and then ultimately at the landfill. The transfer station takes in around 600 tons of garbage every day. But what if it didn't? What if the Bike Gator could set a positive example for a better way?
It's important to use repurposed and recycled pieces specifically in a parade or a function like this because it actually encourages more people to do the same. So we're hoping that this will actually translate into similar entries in the parade by other groups, and that it'll expand out, and that will create a better market for those materials here locally and attract people to try and use them in their own lives on a more daily or regular basis.
The Bike Gator was also featured at last year's annual Trashformations Recycled Art Show and Competition held by Alachua County and the Florida Museum of Natural History.
The contest's for middle school, high school, and college students, and the artwork that they create has to be made out of 75% recycled materials or recyclable. One of the two. Basically, students have free rein to be creative and do whatever they can to really come up with something fun for folks to see.
But the Bike Gator, of course, also serves a larger purpose.
It's a way for us to reach out and see if there's better uses, more creative uses for those items than just throwing them away.
For Take 5, I'm Shelley Samick.